welcome back to the channel. Today we got some more cloud talk. Please smash the like, subscribe if you haven't done so, leave a comment even. Thanks for joining me.
So today, guys, we're going to get these lies cleared up about Stadia and about cloud gaming in general.
I said like a year ago the Google Stadia is dead.
One's gonna put you in.
Stop lying to me! But now Google's just trying to salvage it. They're looking to sell their streaming tech to whoever will take it.
Lying to yourself.
I'm not lying to anyone. I wanted it.
And they're not looking to secure any more AAA games.
I think you got the wrong idea, sir.
So guys, let's talk about why this guy is along with all the other idiots that write articles daily, negativity about Stadia and their position and what they've done. I think you have to ask yourself is, where is cloud gaming at? Where is cloud gaming at in general? And where does Stadia lie at amongst that crowd?
Let me ask you a question, Miss M-Disc.
If cloud gaming is not dead, where is Stadia at amongst cloud gaming? I think it was very clear up until maybe 6 months ago that Stadia was the king of cloud gaming. Okay? PlayStation's cloud gaming is a complete shit show. xCloud has improved, but still 9 out of 10 people will agree that it's extremely laggy, extremely unreliable. Many big reviewers, reputable cloud reviewers have all agreed that it's not reliable, okay? So then we got Luna. Luna is very nice, it runs great, good quality, but they don't have very many games. I mean, if you talk about Stadia not having games, Luna has no games in comparison. So they're not on top. And all of these services only offer 1080p 60 FPS max. And most of their games don't achieve that, except for Luna. So Stadia's been on top, and then all of a sudden GeForce Now introduced the 3080 service. But at what cost? It costs twice as much per year, and you don't get anything included with it. So you have to weigh that into the factor. So guys, I think we can sit here and debate back and forth all day long about who's number one or who's number two. It's very close between Stadia and GeForce Now, right now at the current state. But in reality, dollar for dollar, or most bang for the buck, Stadia comes out on top. The more developers are working with Stadia. GeForce Now, they launched the 3080 service, but then since then they haven't really offered or launched or announced any partnerships or any big games other than just 1 or 2 EA games. They don't have the sports games, so it's a debate that we can get in all day long, back and forth. Who's number one, who's number two? It's kind of irrelevant, but Stadia is still right there at the top. Either they're second in some people's opinion, and they're first in other people's opinion, but that's the point I'm trying to make, is that cloud gaming and cloud gaming only, they're in first or second place, depending on who you ask. So let's move on. So if currently Google is in either first or second place in this cloud gaming race, and this year for 2022 they have announced a commitment of another 100 games, and let's just pretend that it's just like last year, that probably 3/4 of those games are going to be indie games, and maybe 25 of those games are going to be AAA games, and out of those 25, maybe 5 or 6 or 10 of them are going to be newer release games, and the other 15 probably are going to be a couple year old but AAA games. So that sounds exciting. What other cloud developer, what other cloud competitor has announced anything? Very few games have been announced for any of them. There's been 1 or 2 commitments coming from GeForce Now that they've said down the pipeline, and nothing committed from xCloud, no guarantees, nothing from PlayStation, nothing from Luna. And so why does nobody not, constantly complain about their services and say that they're dead when they don't commit to anything, they don't talk about anything? Stadia has committed, and they've shown that they're committed. They've talked about the games that they're committed. It's just crazy to me that people just don't realize that they're a cloud gaming service and they're not competing against Xbox and PlayStation. Just because they compare it to last-gen services about power, that's not a comparison about numbers. Nobody would expect that. But the funny thing is, like I said, it's just crazy to me that people don't realize that. I mean, you ask yourself, when you talk about Tesla, Does people say, are they writing articles and saying Tesla's dead? Look how much money's being invested into that company. But their numbers pale in comparison to what Ford and Toyota sell. Tesla's, it's not even close. So that's what you have to ask yourself about when you talk about cloud gaming, that, yes, Stadia's numbers are not even close to any other gaming service out there, other than all the other cloud gaming services, and they're doing better than any of them. So the next thing you ask yourself is, why does Google, the world's largest advertiser, not aggressively advertise this product?
A secret now that only fire can tell.
I thought it was a secret.
You're a magician.
And the reason being is because just like everybody else in the hardware shortages that are going on right now, they can't build the data centers fast enough to offer a quality service to everybody to be able to do that. So guys, we're going to have to just wait and see how this all plays out in 2022. Personally, I feel like there's a big announcement hanging on the edge coming from Stadia very soon. But we'll just have to wait and see. But other than that, like I said, hopefully this puts it into perspective. People realize that cloud gaming and cloud gaming only talk, Stadia is doing just fine. I mean, argumentatively, maybe GeForce Now is the Power King, the Super Duty Turbo champion. Right now, with their 120 hertz 1440p service, max settings, I agree, it's the best of the best. But at what cost? Like I said, at what cost? It costs twice as much to receive that. You don't get anything else in return for that. And as well, I believe that GeForce Now themselves, that NVIDIA, the cost to deliver that product is extremely high. The hardware and everything they're using to build those data centers, the cost of that is, I believe there's no profit for them in that. Google's cost to deliver is only going down and down and down, and they're going to be able to offer the free service, a quality free service, to everybody very soon when they open up. That's one thing that just people fail to realize, is that Google, the largest advertiser in the world, who owns Stadia, has failed to advertise this product. If you go out on the general street and you ask 9 out of 10 people, nobody knows what Stadia is. But soon, when they're ready and they're in the position with all their data centers and nodes and their routing allocations that they already have in place because of YouTube and everything else, when they're ready to open up the floodgates and they turn it on and advertise it for Android and into the Google Play Store and advertise it on Google Play TV, Android TVs, it's going to be a big difference. It's going to turn around real fast. People just don't realize that they're testing the waters right now, and they're making the number one most important thing is quality of service. Well, guys, I think I've mumbled on enough. I think we'll just have to wait and see how this all plays out. Once again, just want to say thanks for stopping by and joining me. Please drop a comment or your thoughts down below. Have a great one.